calling it one of the most depraved crimes a person could possibly commit against another human being. A woman is dead after being set on fire in the subway, and tonight a person of interest is in custody. Fox 5's Kendall Green is in Lower Manhattan Live now, where police just issued an update on this unbelievable case. Kendall.
Hi, good evening, Arthur. Police just announced an arrest in this torture by murder, and they said that this victim didn't even know the suspect. So let's take a look at the video from the scene earlier today. Now, around 7:30 this morning, the victim and the suspect both rode the F train to the end of the line at the Stillwell Avenue subway station. Now, police say the victim was seated when a 33-year-old man, a migrant from Guatemala, who police haven't identified yet, approached the female victim and set her on fire with his lighter, her clothes fully engulfed. Now, online videos of the incident, which we're choosing not to air, shows the victim standing on the car, taking steps with her entire body in flames, with the suspect apparently in that same video sitting on a bench just outside of the subway car before he got away. At least one responding officer appears on scene and captured clear images of the suspect on the body-worn camera video. Now, so far, again, police say the woman and the man didn't know each other, made no contact before the incident, and it remains unclear why he did it.
He did it because he's a nut job, but anyway, turns out he is illegal. He's from Guatemala. He actually came into the country in 2018, but they caught him and deported him. Then he pops back up in 2023. And we all know how that happened. Yeah, and he was staying in a Days Inn migrant center. Well, Days Inn is a hotel up there in New York, but, you know, Democrats turned them into migrant shelters. Right. So he was living there.
Right. These are two deaths that you can link to the Biden administration. Lake and Raleigh, and now this person just was on his subway.
And it's far more. You look at what's going on in Colorado.
Yeah.
With that gang.
Right.
Where they had they just arrested 15 people in Colorado, a home invasion, kidnapped homeowners, and was just. You know what's weird? Back in the day when Trump was in office, they tried to blame him for COVID deaths.
Right.
When he has no power over a virus, he did everything Dr. Fauci wanted him to do, right? But then you have these policies linked to the Democrat Party that Trump has been saying all along, the Republicans have been saying all along, that these other countries are emptying their asylums, their jails into our country. What other nut would do something like this?
Yeah.
It's got to be some criminal from another country.
That's a great point. How they held Trump to this standard. Look all these people. Look, all these people died from COVID.
Yeah.
When everybody with the brain know you can't control a virus.
Yeah.
But then they don't hold Democrats to that same standard. Look at the American citizens that have lost their lives because of Democrat policy when it comes to our border.
Yeah. And the reason why they're doing this, letting these people in the country, they're the number 2 demographic in this country, Latinos, and they see that as that cash cow.
Yeah.
Because they can use race to empower them to vote for them, to get them to vote for them. It worked with black people beautifully.
Yeah,
right?
and it's still working.
And it's still working. That's the reason why they're letting these people in this country, but it's actually backfired in this last election.
Yeah, they keep saying, oh, we're a land of immigrants. They just gaslighting everybody. They don't care about nobody but themselves. They can care less about immigrants, about the American citizen. All they care about is potential voters. That's why they're letting all these people in this country.
They let this dude in the country, giving them money to eat, a place to live.
Right.
Subsidizing murderers to come in this country and unalive American citizens.
Yeah, it's Joe Biden.
It's very dangerous to even take the subway. Obviously, that person he lit on fire was probably another homeless person.
Yeah.
Like the subways and the transportation, the public transportation in these inner cities, man, these places is nothing but
homeless camps.
Homeless camps for the mentally ill.
Major reason why Daniel Penny got off.
Yeah, that's
people
why
got fatigue of these people.
I mean, the crimes has been. Crime is so rampant on these subways.
Yeah.
They don't even report it.
I would never understand why white people get on the subway. I would find another.
Well, they have no choice.
I'd get on a bike or something.
I would get the hell out
of
New York.
I would carpool. I'm not going on that subway.
I wouldn't live in New York.
Yeah. Exactly. I wouldn't even live there.
Obviously, you love it there.
Every time I go to New York, I was like, I don't know how people live here.
It's like, I feel like everywhere you go, it's like a million people. It's like roaches everywhere.
Yeah.
It's overpopulated. And this nut job that did what he did on that subway, he sat there and torched her, and he's sitting there watching her go up and smoke. If that was a black guy, they would have immediately arrested him right there watching it. Because you know he did it. But because he's a migrant, they look the other way. Think about it. Somebody's on fire and there's a black dude just sitting there looking crazy.
Yeah, while he was right there sitting, I think he was able to actually walk away, and then they was able to.
They told him to leave. Here's a picture of him. If there was a black guy just sitting there watching somebody burn, they're like, hold on, we got to put this dude in cuffs and question him.
This dude looks suspicious.
I mean, common sense would say this dude's weird.
Yeah.
He's not trying to help, maybe litter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this death is on Biden. Laken Riley, that's on Biden administration.
Yeah, well, this is why Penny got off, because this is a common theme every day on the subway. And that's why people's like, you know what? Our local government's not doing anything about it. He came in and tried to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the nut job lost his life, but oh well, I'm not going to put this guy in prison because this is a common everyday occurrence for us. These people are just batshit crazy people.
And people are not stupid. What's the common denominator every time there's crime? I'm not going to say it.
What is it? I don't know.
Shut up.
Go and tell me.
You don't know the common denominator? Common denominator when it comes to crime?
I don't know. I'm dumb.
Mental illness?
I'm playing like a Democrat. What is it?
If you that naive, I'm not.
I'm playing dumb. Just answer it.
I ain't answered. They already know what I'm talking about.
Just play along.
Colored people.
Kevin, white people commit crimes too.
I didn't say they didn't. I'm just saying when it comes to crime, colored people more ambitious. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I don't know.
Joe Biden, burn in hell.
Hold on. What's wrong with you? I ain't done talking. Democrat Party, there's no accountability. None whatsoever. If Trump's policies was leading to a bunch of illegals coming into our country and they were unaliving citizens, don't you think Democrats would hold him accountable?
Yeah. Well, look, they still went blue. I mean, they lost a lot of voters to Republicans this time around in the election, but man, that state is still blue. And I think it was over 10 points.
Yeah.
And you said it many times. You always said Democrats put their allegiance to the Democrat Party over their family, their safety, their religion, everything.
Yeah.
And that's something I would never understand.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
You know what they call us on the right a cult? No, you people are actually a cult. You're like, there's people that label themselves as being religious, Protestant, Catholic, and they still go vote for Democrats.
And they'll still marry same-sex couples. You know what it says in the Bible about that?
Yeah, totally against it. And
you put it above. That's a perfect example. You put your political affiliations above your own religion.
But they still call themselves Christian. They support unaliving your unborn kids.
You can't be a Christian. It's impossible.
They're Democrats for something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show's over.
Biden, say it again. You can burn you and your son.
Yeah.